If you guys want to deal more damage versus the Mekkatorque, you gotta use this gear set on your main damage dealers. You will gain at least a 20% increase in damage if you are using this set. But we're gonna get to that in just a second. This video is sponsored by Dragonheir Silent God, so I just want to say a big thank you to them for sponsoring today's video. And if you guys haven't tried Dragonheir Silent Gods just yet, you can download the game by using my link in the description down below, or in the pinned comment, or by scanning the QR code you see on the screen. Like this, you get to help and support the channel as well, which I really, really appreciate. Come and join me in Dragonheir. Now we have the second phase of the Dungeons and Dragons collaboration event on, guys. We have two powerful mages joining in the Dragonheir universe, Elminster Aumar being one of the main ones, and he will be available as a legendary hero that you can summon from the planar summoning event right here. We have new cosmetics, new dice skins, new avatar frame, tons of awesome things happening in Dragonheir right now, including a new amazing boss, Semester. And I am talking about the Emperor set, guys. Now, initially, when I tested this set before, it never really performed too well because most of those targets had a pretty high attack compared to the targets that were actually going to encounter in this fight, you know. I've seen quite a few people talking in my clan's Discord today, a few clanmates of mine talking about it, then a lot of you guys talking in my Discord about it as well. So I was like, let me just put it up to the test and see what's the difference approximately, what we can expect from it. Now, if you're not familiar with what an Emperor set does, okay, a 3-piece, when the wearer deals damage to an enemy with lower attack, the current damage will be increased based on the difference value of attack. When the wearer's attack reaches 200% of that of the target, the damage bonus will be increased to the maximum, which should be 50%. Now, the good thing in Dragonheir is that we don't have any RNG in the hits. So as long as I'm using pretty much the same stats on him, and I'm not bringing any defense down or anything else that can influence my my damage, I won't have to stress about it because the numbers will always stay the same, okay? So that's very, very important to keep in mind. Now I have the Ravatrix artifact on him. This doesn't increase the damage, it just gives the hero more attack and HP. Pay attention to the stats, right? Because it's very important, as I'm going to try to replicate these stats on a different set. So on top of the basic stats that he has, I'm gonna have 2,815 attack, 89 crit rate, 137 crit damage. We're going to use the exact same aura we have right here. Now, this is what I have on all of the heroes, guys. I have no artifact that gives me defense down. I have no serial set to give me increased attack either. And I will have some debuffs, of course, from all of these heroes. But we're going to be able to see that as a tracker at the top. And we're going to try to replicate pretty much the exact same time in the fight, you know. So let's crack on it. This is the aura, and this is the Emperor set, how I mentioned before. Then we'll change the set and come in with a different one, you know. I'm going to manual every single skill from Zarlot, and I will slowly change from 2x speed to 1x speed before using the skill on Zarlot, of course. Which should be in a second. Okay, there we go. So right now we start like this because we wanna make sure we're getting all the debuffs on and nobody's going to basically jump over us. I haven't paid attention to the numbers there because there's still quite a bit happening and I was paying attention to the top right here. But we should be staying with 6 buffs stacked from here on, okay? So let me just quickly put it on 2x speed. Let the rest to use their ultimate. I'm actually gonna stop his ultimate. I don't need it. I can stop his 2 as well and his. And like this, we won't have any insane numbers going on the screen when I'm using Zarlot's ultimate, which should be right now. So there we go. The hits, 6,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, right? You guys can see them how they appear on the screen. 10,021, if I'm not mistaken. And I can't see the last digit in there, which is fine, not a problem. We're gonna get to use the ultimate again once those orbs proc. So you do want to target all 6 of them, preferably, because that's where your main damage will be coming from, you know. Okay, come on, boss. Okay, so let's put that back in again. 8,000, 10,000, 9, 1, 6, 9. That's what I'm seeing. Right? Probably you guys are seeing the same thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the ultimate one more time, okay? Then we're going to back out of the fight. We're going to change the set and come back to try it on a different set. But you guys kind of like see the numbers in here as well. And it's pretty clear what sort of damage Zarlot brings in here, right? Let me cancel that and put it back again now. And there we go again. 6,000, 10,000, 9, 1, 6, 9, yeah. Okay. So that's basically the average damage that you're getting per hit on the orbs with Zarlot at the moment. So let me just back out of here. And the total damage, that's going to be important too, because we're going to try to replicate the exact same stats more or less. Total damage on the team is 31 million. That's now what matters. What we're interested in is to see the damage from Zarlot. So I'm going to take a screenshot just so I can actually use it later if I need to show you guys different things. But how you may notice, we have 19,255,000 damage, 60.9%. And this is 1 minute and 50 seconds in the fight. Let me just quickly change the build on him and we're going to come back to it. Right, so we put Zarlot right now on a Inventor set, okay? We have pretty much the same stats. The only difference is that I have approximately 66 less attack than on the previous build, but I have 8% more crit damage. The exact same crit rate, but either way, because I have more crit damage on this, let's just say it should do more damage, right? But it's not going to, and by a far margin. Let me just actually show you. And the rest of the team is pretty much the same. I actually don't have that on him. He has nothing. I will let them use their ultimates one time, and then we'll be stopping them. So I'm not actually modifying the overall damage on the team. Attack aura. So let's start with it. So you guys can use your ultimate once, because we need to put the debuffs on as well. Okay. So do your things, guys. We have 3 debuffs right there. In the first round, the first cycle, we had 5 debuffs, if I'm not mistaken. And let me put his ultimate. So I haven't paid attention to the first hits anyway, so we're not going to do it now either. We're going to wait for the next one. For whatever reason, I only have 5 enough debuffs there, but that's fine. From here on, it starts the real trick. We have 6 stacks. That's exactly how many we had in the previous run as well. No ultimates from the rest. Let's put on 2 XP till we get closer to the actual thing. And it should be right about now. Okay, so let's put his ultimate on. And look at the damage. You see 7,000, 8,000. It's changed, but it doesn't go higher than that, you know. So that makes quite a bit of a difference. The thing is, Inventor set is nice when you have Ice Blast. It's nice when you can use your skills very often. Here is not really the case. You really want to time it to use it on the orbs, you know. And a Gambler set is good on multi-hitters, but I don't think is as effective in here as this, you know. But this definitely gives you much better damage than the Inventor set, which most probably everybody was using before, you know. 5,000, 8,000, 8,000. So we dropped basically over 20% of the damage by changing this set. And we're going to be able to see it even better towards the end. I will use one more ultimate and I'm going to back out after. So you guys can really get the idea of it. I'm not going to test it on the dummy because the dummy has different stats, has attack and all the rest of the things, which will kind of like create confusion on our stuff right here, you know. There we go. 7,976 or 76,000, sorry, not 7,000, 76, 80,000, 85,000. That's kind of like where the damage stops, you know. It's not really going higher than that. And I can back out of the fight probably. I think like was around the same time. Let me just leave it for one more second because I can't really remember exactly at what time I backed out, but it's pretty much the same thing. 1 minute and 54 seconds, right? Or was something like this. 1 minute and 53 seconds. It's not really gonna make a big difference. You can clearly see the total damage directly. We dropped 7 million damage, okay? Then if we are looking at Zarlot, I have Zarlot with 14 million. And if I'm bringing back the screenshot that I took before, you have Zarlot with 19 million, okay? And this is a massive difference. This is literally 25% difference. You know, like you have 5 more million damage on top of what Zarlot just did with the Inventor set. So, without a doubt, with no questions asked, if you want to maximize your damage and you really care about this, use at least one Emperor set on the main damage dealer. I would love to use it on multiple ones, but you know what's the thing? I don't really have so many good sets, you know. And what I've done myself, I've put a good Emperor set that I had, on all of my main damage dealers in each one of the team. Right here, I used it on a Zarlot because not necessarily that is the main damage dealer, but I need to have accuracy on my Duram. But that is the set that you guys need to use, okay? I'm using it on all of my main damage dealers, how I mentioned. That was all for today's video, guys. Thank you to Dragonheir for sponsoring the video. And if you guys want to download Dragonheir Silent Gods, you can do so by clicking my link in the description down below or in the pinned comment or by scanning the QR code you see on the screen. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to smash a like and subscribe to the channel for more Dragonheir content. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.